Hello everyone, welcome to day 30 of the 80 Days Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge. Today we are going to be making a layered slider. I have my coffee, so I have all my supplies ready, so I am ready to go, and I hope you join me. I have my 3 sheets of paper that are all the same size. I have my 3 tabs that I'll show you how to make in a little bit later, and then I'll show you that I just use a paper punch to punch, and then I use also my corner punch. This is what you're going to need to make it into a slider, and I'll discuss that a little bit later as well. Also, here is the 3 pieces. I just chose some papers, just random papers that I had. I have them folded in half and cut. They're all the same size, even though when we get done making the sliders layers, you're going to see that it looks a little bit different but they are all the same size. Here I have 6 pieces of the page size. Now if you look in the barter group, there is a freebie, and it will be on my blog soon as well, just in case you want the freebie. These are made to go on top of the pages here as a pocket or as a place to write on. And I'm just going to start distressing all the pieces. Here you see me stacking the pages, and I'm going to stack them horizontally, and I'm going to stack them vertically. As you can see, I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch on the side and a 1/2 inch at the top. So we're actually cascading downwards. I started with the back layer page, then went to the second and the middle one, and then I went to the top page. So this is a layer slider, or slider layered, however you want to say it. So I've seen similar one of these on, I'll leave the links down below to similar ones so that you all, Paper Outpost, that's the name. Yeah, I saw some similar on Paper Outpost, so go check that out. This is just my version of it, and I've seen these all over, so that's the only one that I can think of right now. But anyway, I am turning this into a slider, and meaning what that means is I'm putting a piece, like I'm putting a horizontal belly band on the back page, and then on my journal page I will put a vertical belly band so that I can put the horizontal belly band, or I'm sorry, I can put the vertical page belly band through the horizontal belly band, and I will show you what I'm talking about. Here I'm just gluing on 2 sides, and then I'll glue at the bottom on the page before it, because it will, come over. So I'm gluing 2 sides, and then the 3rd side is actually on the base piece. Here I am testing the size of the little tag so I can cut it to what I need it to be to fit in those little pockets. So I'm just testing it out to see where I need to cut it. Now this is the horizontal belly band that I keep talking about. I'm going to distress it. And I've already got it already folded, the edges folded. If you look for the template in the group that it's a printable, you can get that to size everything. I'm just sizing this up because it's a little bit longer than what I needed, because I just want it on that back piece, that first piece that we put down. I just want it on the back. I don't want it to overhang or anything like that, because I want to put some tags. So I'm just going to put some glue on the little tabs. Yep, it got on my fingers. So here we go. We're just going to stick it down as straight as we can. Now this is what is called a horizontal belly band. Making sure that it's down really well. And then I'm going to find a piece of paper, and I'm going to cut a vertical belly band. And here I am just cutting a strip, and I am going to stick it through the other belly band. First, I'm going to actually fold these over. Stick it through. Now that piece there that we just did is the one that is going to be adhered to the journal page. So if you put this down as a belly band, this layered little file insert, or whatever you want to call it, cluster, will move up and down. So that was my reasoning behind the actual piece, the slider part. Here I'm just folding over a piece of paper, probably about 2 inches by 4. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to put those two pieces together, fold to fold there, fold at top. I'm going to take my corner punch and I'm going to punch, there we go, find the fold. You want to find the fold and you want to punch the corners. Then I take my hole punch and I'm just going to, about in the middle, punch a half circle on both sides, and then we'll open it up, and I have a tab. That's how I create mine. You can create yours however. If you have a tab punch, wonderful, but I do not. And here I am just checking out and seeing if where I need to place these. Now, my first instinct was to do this as like a little mini file folder, stackable type thing. But then I got to looking at it and I got to thinking, well, should I put these on the back page, the front page? But I think in the end, I realized that I needed to stick them at the top. It just wasn't as noticeable as I wanted it in my head. You know how I start making things and it doesn't turn out the way that I think. But that's okay because I can move these, around to fit. So if you want to put them on the side, you can. But I have decided to put them actually at the top. Now, I will be careful because I did make pockets, on the inside. So I have to be careful of the pocket. Here I'm thinking. You see I'm thinking here. So I like that. So I'm going to go with that. So you can see me watch those pockets because you don't want to glue over those little pockets there. You actually want to insert the tab. I find this later to be easier than what I'm doing here. You want to insert that little back piece in the pocket first before you start gluing it down. But you will see here in the process. Working on that piece of packaging from the washi tape. I just covered it and then I folded it over the paper and then made a little pocket. So it's just covered up with paper on the back. Here I'm putting a little ring enforcer that I made, and I'm trying to decide how to cover up that the writing. So I chose a piece of muslin to glue over that, and I was trying different things, but I chose a piece of unbleached muslin, and then I thought, well, I'll put a flower, but then I changed my mind. I'm going to put a journaling card actually in that little pocket. So I'm just using some of that Cheerio box, what was left, and I've used it in several projects. So I'm just covering with an index card so that I can make it a journaling card for my little pocket. I am just using my corner punch and then distressing so that it will look a little bit better. And then I'm distressing the back, putting some jute rope, twine actually, in, and then I'm sticking it in my pocket. Here I have some rub-ons, and I am going to rub these on. This is just a Play-Doh tool that I found in the kids' stash. So I'm just rubbing the rub-ons. These rub-ons come from La Jean, and I'm super excited because it says the word a smile. And my husband is always telling me, smile, honey, smile. So I think he's telling me that, just to let him know that everything is okay. It's giving him the sign that, hey, we're okay, everything's okay. But it cracks me up sometimes because he'll look at me and I know what he's thinking. Smile, honey, smile. So I love these. Thank you, LaJane, for these rub-ons. And I'm using these in this little slider, file folder, stackable cluster, whatever that you want to call it. I just called it the slider. I think file, folder, insert. I'm going to say cluster. There we go. Or stackable. We could say stackable. But I am just rubbing these. And if a little tip about the rub-ons is if the paper pops up, you know you're ready to pull. But sometimes when the rub-ons get older, I have a bunch that are older. I got at a thrift store. You can just run some wrinkle-free glue stick over it and then stick them down, and it will be okay. So I've tried some just real cheap glue sticks too. Those will work a little bit better. They're not as sticky. And I just continue putting on these rub-ons because, like I said, I love them and I love using rub-ons. And you can actually use these in a lot of different projects and paper crafting. Okay, so here is the finished product, and I hope that you enjoy the slider and the idea about having something that slides up and down, especially a cluster. So I hope you enjoyed the day 30 of the 80 Days Junk Journal Stuffies Challenge, and I hope you come and follow along with me. And it's okay if you have to catch up because I was out yesterday as well, so I am showing this a day late, but that's okay because, things happen and anyway, so post if you have finished your projects or if you are working along with us. Let us know and give, if you're on YouTube, give the video a thumbs up. Bye, everyone.